super sport, wet paint, big feet. I pull up and kill shit, 6 feet.
Alright, 6 feet, going deep. It's Nick Torius with
RayAyy.
Alright, Ray, why don't you tell us about what you do?
I produce for a lot of underground artists. I also rap, but produce is my thing right now. All about production.
You watch a lot of Spongebob too, right?
Yeah, you can tell, huh?
Yeah, of course. I noticed you when you were making beats for Ski Mask because you use a lot of like the Spongebob samples and everything.
Yeah, that's like probably still my favorite show. I could watch that now, still be dying. I love SpongeBob, bro.
That's what really stood out for me because like you guys were pretty much using like all those like shows that I used to watch, so it's like oh damn, it's like a throwback, you know?
Yeah. And when I talked to him, he would just come at me with like different ideas. Like I think we did like that whole jellyfish episode. I know he did with DJ Pat, he did that little jingle they had at the end, and then the one I did for, I think it was Do-Rag Flows. I did what was that one? It was in that earlier in the episode when they were the jellyfish were having the party. That's the sample I used.
Oh yeah. I remember there was a tweet that you tweeted. No, someone was using your style, like they're using that. You remember that?
Yeah. It was specifically about that too, because I don't even remember what producer it was. I think he's pretty big, and he flipped like some random SpongeBob sample, and everyone was like on his dick about it, and I was like, I'm not too cocky about it, but I was just mad that everyone was like, oh shit, no one's ever done this before. Like they're not sleeping on me, but Ski too.
Yeah, since like my like on Twitter I follow like all of them, like especially Ski. Yeah. Like my whole timeline was flooded like, yo, RayAyy did it first, Ski did it first, you know?
Yeah, so it's like, I don't need the credit like that, but you could at least give Ski the credit and like everyone else, because I wasn't the only one who did all the cartoon samples, but at least give Ski the credit for like bringing all of us together to do shit like that.
Oh, yeah, of course. So like when did you actually start producing?
Shit, probably like, damn, I'm thinking like I was 13 years old, 12 years old. Back then I wasn't even producing rap beats. I was trying to start with dubstep and a bunch of EDM type stuff, but yeah, it started then, and then probably like a few years after that I started taking it seriously. I started making rap beats.
What program were you using?
I use FL Studio. Still use FL Studio.
Like what was like the learning curve like did you get it like at the beginning, or was it kind of hard to like know like what to do and all the programs and everything?
Honestly, I don't even remember looking up tutorials. Most of it I learned on my own. At the very beginning, probably watched a few videos on how to like maneuver around with it. At that time, I don't even know if it was FL8 or 9. I don't even know how long ago it was. I just remember somehow looking it up, and I used to download a bunch of illegal shit. That's how everyone gets FL Studio.
You were getting like Nexus and all the VSTs and stuff like that?
That barely came a few years ago, because I didn't even know about all that. I would just use stock plugins, and it was pretty it was pretty trash. But I used to sample like when I first started. After I was like getting the hang of it, I started to learn how to sample, and I just use samples a lot.
Have you ever gotten in trouble for using a sample?
Nah. Not as of right now, nah. Only problem I've had with samples is clearance issues. So I was supposed to be on the You Will Regret with Ski, and we had like a bunch of songs that were supposed to be on there, but they never got cleared. Yeah,
I was wondering like there wasn't that many songs on this, because I remember in John and Designer he dropped a lot more songs, and then like right after You Will Regret had like I think like 6 or 7 songs.
Yeah, it was supposed to be. I think we had like 4 songs that were supposed to be on there, but none of them got cleared, because most songs I send him are sampled, and like me and him just go back and forth with ideas on the samples, so none of them got cleared, especially because he's with the label now, so everything's just way different, because they could sue his ass. They could sue us.
No, yeah, of course. So you're from LA, right?
From San Bernardino. It's like an hour and a half, 2 hours away from LA.
How was it like growing up out here?
It's cool. In San Bernardino we ain't got much. Like there's no scene. It's kind of lame, but I mean, I dealt with it. It's a lot of bad shit that happened around here. Yeah. Because I think it was 2 years ago in 2015, there was like a terrorist attack in San Bernardino. I don't know if you've seen that. It was like that, and then there was like a school shooting a year after that. It's a lot of bad shit, but I mean, it's cool. I deal with it. I don't get into no bad shit. So
What's the music scene like out there?
dead. It's a lot of people trying to do stuff now, but I think a lot of people out there, it's kind of like everyone kind of sound like that YG sound and DJ Mustard. They get on those type of beats like
The West Coast kind of.
yeah, West Coast. Like everyone over there in San Bernardino, they like, you could tell they're from California. It's not a lot of people like have that underground aesthetic. So it's probably me and a couple other people that are doing stuff out there that's not on that super California West Coast type shit. But Lil Xan, he's from Redlands. Yeah, he's like 30 minutes away. Not 30 minutes, like 20, 50.
Did you ever work with him?
Nah. I actually was cool with Steven Cannon, and he had told me about Lil Xan a long time ago, like before he was even popping off. And we were supposed to link, but I never got to link with him. Yeah, so I probably would have worked with him, but
How'd you meet Steven?
fuck. He had hit me up like in 2014. I don't remember what he was working. I think I put saying that I'm trying to work with new artists and I'm trying to give a gang of beats to people, and he hit me up and he was trying to get me to give beats to a bunch of people. He was trying to like help me out, and me and him just go back and forth, him hop on a couple of beats and all that. So it was just through Twitter. I never met him in person though. I haven't talked to him in a minute either, but yeah, he's cool.
How'd you link up with Ski? Because he's all the way from Florida.
Oh yeah, it's funny because I've worked with so many Florida artists, bro. I met him through pretty much, I guess, email, because he used to have his email like just, he only had like 3,000 followers when I had first heard of him, and that was right when John Designer dropped, and I heard all those samples and shit that he was doing, so I was like, I need to get in on this. So I started sampling different cartoons, trying to find something that he would fuck with. So I sent him the Like a Soccer Mom beat. I sampled the Kid Next Door thing. I sent that to him. And after that, he just hit me up saying, yo, I fuck with this. What's your Twitter? Then I'm going to follow you and hit you up, blah, blah, blah. So he followed me. And we didn't talk after that. It was like a couple weeks till we talked. And then after that, I sent him another pack. And then, damn, that's loud as shit. I sent him one more pack. And then he was like, yeah, bro, I fuck with you. He like remembered me, I guess. He's like, I fuck with you, bro. What's your number? And then after that, we just started talking.
Yeah, because I remember after that, I started seeing your name a lot more, like RayAyy, Proud RayAyy, you know? So, what actually inspired that sound? Like, what were you listening to?
Fuck. His early sound inspired me at that time when I was flipping the cartoon samples. Because some of them, it wasn't even his idea. Like, a lot of people think because they always say, oh, Ski sample this. Like, when me and him would work, it'd be like half and half. I'd come at him with sample, he'd come at me with sample. And so I just used to sample video games and shit. So that's probably what it's from. Just listening to a bunch of video games, cartoons, probably like some Lil B type bass shit. You know how you get on like funny ass beats? Like, so probably shit like that inspired me to make.
You're a Lil B fan?
Huh?
You're a Lil B fan?
Yeah, definitely. Bro, I used to be on that bass shit for real. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear the inspiration from that, like from his earlier, from all his stuff, like in your beats and stuff.
Yeah, because I used to try so hard to produce for him, bro, because he has an email and he's always going through it. And I sent him like so many packs, and he would tell me to send him more. And I sent him a gang of beats, and every tape he dropped, and this was back in like 2013 when he was like really on his shit. I was sending him so many packs, hoping I was on there. I never got to get a song with him, but yeah, I was so inspired by him, bro. I had like a based ass Twitter. Like, I don't know if you were like on Twitter when they had like base Twitter and all that random shit. Like, that shit was funny, but yeah.
What rappers do you want on your beats now? Like, who do you want to get on them?
Damn. I work with so many underground artists already. I don't have too much people I want to work with now. I probably still want to work with X. I haven't worked with X yet. Probably like shit. I want to work with Trippie Redd for real. I'm trying to make that happen. Who else? Saw Baby. Saw Baby's pretty hard. I'm trying to get him on a beat. I gotta send him a pack. Other than that, I'm thinking like higher artists now. Like, I'm trying to like do some industry shit now. So Yeah, probably like I'm trying to work with Travis too, but that's a hard one.
Oh, yeah, of course. What were people like saying when when did you feel like things were like popping off for you?
Damn, when it first started popping off, I would say 2014 or 2013. I was working with Fat Nick at the time, and that was before he was really popping off. And me and him would work a lot, and I met up with him out here, and he was really fucking with me. We were cool and all that. I would go on Twitter, people were like telling me your beats are hard, this and that, like, damn, you and Fat Nick been killing shit, blah blah blah. Since then, it's just been pretty popping. It died down a little bit, but then right when I worked with Ski, that's when I really felt like, oh shit, like people fucking with me, because I get a bunch of tweets saying, bro, your samples are crazy, you're a sample god, blah blah blah, like, yeah.
That's when I became a fan. But you have any advice that for any like upcoming producers, like what they should do to get to where you're at right now?
Just keep working. You got to keep sending beats out. And I think producers are too focused on placements, because now you can get a placement, they'll fuck you over. Like they don't give you no money, they won't even put you in the credits sometimes. So I say just like work on your sound and just stay consistent with it, and then send beats out, put beats on YouTube, even if it's tight beats, because tight beats will get you a lot of views, because there's so many rappers that it's not many producers. It's a lot of producers too, but yeah, everyone needs beats. Like the demand for beats will never end. So just stay consistent with your work and try to make connections. Connections is a big thing.
Yeah, of course. What about any shout outs you want to do?
Shit. Shout outs. Shout out to San Bernardino. Shout out to Ski, because he really helped me out a lot. I haven't talked to him in a minute, but he really got me to where I'm at. So shout out everyone in Very Rare. Shout out everyone I work with. Shit, yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, shout out to Eden of the South and Cade and all them, all from Florida. So yes.
For sure. And where can they find you at?
At RayAyy, RayAyy_. That's on everything.
For sure. So it's been 6 feet. RayAyy.
We out.